Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. Today I'm taking a look at the Indianapolis Colts, and more specifically Carson Wentz, as it's been announced that he's out indefinitely with a foot injury. I'm going to be kind of reacting to that. But before that topic, question for those of you, and comment down below, without Carson Wentz, how many wins does this team get? I'm not assuming they won't have him for the season, but theoretically, if he didn't play, how many wins do the Colts get? Getting straight into it though, just to make it clear, there's no official diagnosis of what's wrong with Wentz's foot. He's going under further testing. He's going to be tested to see, how severe it is. According to Carson Wentz, what happened was, these are his words, Carson Wentz felt a twinge, is what he called it, in his foot after rolling out on a practice rep. Again, nothing has been announced, and it could just be soreness. Everyone rolls their ankle time to time. He's got plenty of medical staff. He's got great people in Indianapolis. They have a great coach, great GM, great front office. If it's something minor, they will get it handled immediately, and Carson Wentz will be back on the field. But theoretically, if things were to go bad, if he missed some time, if he missed all the time, it won't be looking good. Carson Wentz does have his history of injuries. Even in his most successful years, he's gotten injured. Went to the Super Bowl or made the Super Bowl run. He, set up that foundation, but he was not a part of it. The following year, he got hurt in the playoffs against the Seahawks. Jadeveon Clowney took him out. He has history of being injured. I'm hoping the best for him. I'm not a Colts fan, but I am a Carson Wentz fan. I do like this team in the NFC to be a dark horse Super Bowl team with him. I speak very highly of the Colts if they are to be healthy this year. I'm hoping this is nothing. I'm hoping we can start the season and we don't see him get banged up at all. They got a top 2 O-line in the league. They have a great run game to rely on, and Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines, Marlon Mack. He's got pretty good receivers, especially if Michael Pittman steps up. T.Y. Hilton, Zach Pascal, Paris Campbell, Jack Doyle, Wiley Cox. There's a lot of talent in that receiving room, I believe. Defense, they got a great defense to rely on. Tyquan Lewis, DeForest Buckner, Darius Leonard, Kwity Paye, Xavier Rhodes, Kenny Moore. There's a lot of talent in this locker room, but they need that guy to lead them. Quarterback is the most important position on the field. I'm hoping things turn out well. It is not something you want to see. Even if he turns out to be perfectly fine, it's just not a good sign to see him trickle down already in just a practice rep when training camp just started. I'm hoping, obviously my best case scenario for this one would be that he misses no time. He's back, in a week. Theoretically, he misses no season time. I'm hoping at the worst, he misses 1 to 2 weeks at the start. If it's a sprained ankle, if it's a rolled ankle, whatever it is, it's okay for him to recover a month. I'm just hoping this isn't I highly doubt it's a torn Achilles. When you tear your Achilles, that's a big snap. It's not just a twinge. You can't just walk off the field. I know out indefinitely is a scary label, but hopefully they could just figure it out that it's nothing bad. Although twinge, snap, click, that's nothing you want to hear. You don't want anything to be misplaced. It depends how severe the pain is. I'm hoping it's just soreness, like I said, and he just rolled his ankle and he'll be out for 2 to 3 weeks with some ice and some medication, some physical therapy, something minor. And theoretically, even if this team missed Carson Wentz the first 2 weeks of football, theoretically, I'm getting really speculative here, but I still think they could be a playoff team. I still think they'd be fine. And of course, it would be a bumpy start to get your main guy back in week 3. And then you're going to have some growing pains just throwing him into the offense. But I still believe in this team. I like this team, like I said, if Carson Wentz is healthy, to make a dark horse Super Bowl run. I like them to make the playoffs. Everyone's just handing the division over to the Titans. I don't think it's going to be that easy if Carson Wentz is healthy. Again, we'll just have to see how it turns out. The only bright side that could be of this, again, theoretically, if Carson Wentz were to miss a lot of time, in the Carson Wentz trade from the Philadelphia Eagles, they traded a conditional second-round pick that in contingency can turn to a first-round pick if Carson Wentz plays 75% of his snaps. If he misses the first 2 weeks, they're in a great position to skip the last week of the season. You might be able to squeeze out where he plays 74% of snaps, and you get to keep your first round next year and just give him second. And the trade involved more. I believe it might have been a second and a third, or a second and a fourth, something along those lines. There was a extra pick in there within the mid rounds. That would be the only bright side out of this if he were to miss time, is that you can maybe finesse the Eagles from him playing or below 75% of his snaps again. Obviously, you don't want that to happen. I'd rather have my starting QB and lose my first-round pick than keep a first-round pick and not have a starting QB 100%. But I'm just saying, if you were forced to look at the bright side, look at the positive here, if he didn't play the whole season, you still have some first-round draft capital. Again, I don't want this to happen. I don't want them to be in this sticky situation where they have to just, oh, we got a first rounder to replace Wentz. That's not what I want for them, but I'm just saying, in theory, that is a bright side to look at. Like I said, I'm hoping he's back tomorrow. I'm hoping he's back next week, theoretically, or realistically, I'd like to see him back within a few weeks. Out indefinitely is a scary time. We got to see him. I don't know what they're going to do, whether it be an x-ray, MRI. I don't know what it will be exactly. We'll just have to see. The results can take some time, but being in the Colts staff, being in the NFL, something tells me they got some of the best professionals and the fastest results in the NFL. We could get more word tomorrow. We'll just have to see how it turns out. As of right now, be happy that your backups are getting some extra reps. Rookie Sam Ehlinger, I think is how you pronounce it, the quarterback out of Texas. He's going to get some reps. That's the only positive I could think of also outside of the draft pick situation. Again, this isn't something I want to see for the Colts. I want them to do well this year. Not a Colts fan, but I still like Carson Wentz, and I do root for him if they're not playing my team and it's in any given Sunday. Like I said, I want him to do well. I want this team to do well. I want to see the Colts turn around. I want them to steal the division from the Titans. I'm tired of all the biased Titans fans saying they're Super Bowl bound now. While I think they're a good team, they're not just going to walk to the Super Bowl like the fans think. I'm rooting for the Colts out of spite of the Titans. Either way, though, we'll just have to see how this injury and more information plays out. Let me know what you guys think. If you heard any more word than me, seen any extra quote or article that I haven't seen about more information, the status, the circumstance, whatever it is, a diagnosis, whatever you want to call it, comment down below. Give me your opinions, give me your takes. I'm very looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say. I really hope he does the best. Even if it's bad, let me know down in the comments if he is going to miss some time. I do want to hear from you guys. As always, and of course, thank you for watching, guys. 2-minute warning.